The Sabbath. One of the more important instructions is the seventh-day Sabbath. Many immediately think of the Seventh-day Adventist. Yes, there are groups that claim to keep the Sabbath, such as the Seventh-day Adventists or Seventh-day Baptists, for example. But more often than not, the primary instruction surrounding the Sabbath in these groups is missed, yet they do not realize it. The Sabbath is intended for rest. The primary focus is not really about worship, like some of these groups make it out to be. Every day is to be about worship. We are to rest and not work, nor cause directly any others to work. We are not to even cause our livestock to work. They are to receive a day of rest every week as well. There is often the obvious question as to what exactly constitutes work. That question is not a new question. For example, in response to that question, the Pharisees constructed a massive list of do's and don'ts around the Sabbath. That was never our Creator's intent, because then God's law becomes legalistic, and the point of it all is missed, which is to love God and to love others. The purpose is not to focus on man-made rules built around commandments of God. At that point, you begin following men, not God. This is one of the many reasons that Jesjoea had such harsh words for the Pharisees and their doctrine. Unlike the Pharisees, we are not going to define what is work for you to that degree of detail. That is between you and our Creator. You need to define the difference between work and rest for you and your house. Some things are obviously work, and some things, in context and in scope, may not be defined as really interrupting the rest that we are to have on this set-apart day. There are often other circumstantial questions that surround the Sabbath as well. Fortunately, we have a teaching prepared that focuses only on the subject of the Sabbath. You can watch the teaching titled The Sabbath Day at testeverything.net for more on this subject.
For years, we've been told that Sunday is now the accepted day of the Lord. Ministers, pastors, teachers, all saying the same thing. But what if they were wrong? How can the fourth commandment be disregarded by millions every week? What scriptures are used for their defenses? If the Word of God truly stands forever, how can man's word dictate otherwise? What authorizes any man, church, or denomination to alter the Word of God? If the Sabbath was given to man, why should one ever think that God would take it away? Are you ready to confront your faith? Are you willing to let traditions fall? Learn what has been covered by centuries of man-made doctrines. Discover the truth as revealed in the Scriptures of how the Sabbath is the sign between the Father and those who pursue after His ways. The Sabbath Day from 119 Ministries.